Hello, my name's Christopher, and today I'm going to show you how to install Glances on CasaOS using BigBearCasaOS with the third-party App Store. So, a little bit about this series, I'm going over home labs or installing things, getting things set up, everything like that. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel, and let's get started. I wanted to let y'all know about the Big Bear community. We just launched a community on community.bigbeartechworld.com. It's based on discourse, so go on there, join it, and say hi. So let's get back to your registered programming. So this is what we'll be installing today. Glances NI on your system, a top and HTOP alternative for GNU, Linux, BSD, Mac OS, and Windows operating system. This is what it looks like. It provides pretty good information. And a local terminal, a web interface, remote monitoring. So that's what we'll be installing today. So a little bit about BigBearCasaOS. It's a third-party app store maintained by Big Bear Tech World and the Big Bear community. It has quite a few apps now. And I did make a how to install BigBearCasaOS on CasaOS a video, but I'm going to go over that in this video as well. And you will need CasaOS 0.4.4 or newer to install custom app stores. So that's a little bit about BigBearCasaOS. So now we're going to start on BigBearCasaOS. There will be a link down in the YouTube description to get to this. And I'm going to scroll down to App Store URL right here. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go over my CasaOS and get the App Store set up. So now we're going to start on our CasaOS dashboard. I'm going to go to App Store. Then I'm going to go to Add Source over here. A text input will pop out. You're going to paste in the App Store .zip URL right here. And then I'm going to add. Now we have 112 apps. So you can go over here. You can see it once you refresh the page. Go back in. Then you go back to categories. You go to BigBearCasaOS. And now you can see all the apps in the BigBearCasaOS. And you know they're apps in BigBearCasaOS because the category is set to BigBearCasaOS right here. So that's how we get BigBearCasaOS set up on CasaOS. So I'm going to start on BigBearCasaOS. There will be a link down in the YouTube description to get to this. And I'm going to go to Apps. And then I'll scroll down to Glances right here. Now Docker Compose. So the name of the CasaOS app is Big Bear Glances. Set some services. And then the service underneath the service is called App. The container name is going to be Glances. The image is coming off Docker Hub because there's no URL before this. This is the image, and then this is the Docker tag. I'm going to set some ports. So 61208 is on the host side. And if this does collide with another port, you can change this. And on the container side is 61208. And you cannot change the container side. Set some environment variables. So a time zone is set to UTC, but I would set to your own time zone. And then the Glances option. And then the use a host PID namespace. Container restart policy is unless stopped. So if you stop for any reason, it will not try to restart. But if it fails or any other reason, then it will try to restart. I'm going to set a volume to get the var run docker.sock. This is on the host side, and this is in the container, and it's going to be read only. And X CasaOS information, so the environment variables, and then volumes, and then ports. This explains them for the App Store. And CasaOS specific configuration, so architectures of what the Docker image supports. The main app is coming from this name right here underneath services, so that the service is name app, so this aligns with app. And then description, tagline, developer, and then author of the Docker Compose, the icon to be used, thumbnail, title, and then the category, so you can easily find the CasaOS apps, the BigBearCasaOS apps inside of your CasaOS app store. And then the port map is 61208. This aligns with this port up here for the host, 61208. So that's a little bit about the Docker Compose. So I wanted to let you know about the Big Bear Club. You can join it, and it greatly supports this channel, and I very much appreciate it. So, if you'd like to join the Big Bear Club, you can go down the YouTube description and go to my Ko-Fi link and join it from there. So, let's get back to registered programming. So, I'm going to start on the CasaOS dashboard. I'm going to go to App Store. Then I'm going to go search for Glances. And then now I'm going to go into it. Going to go to install. What this is doing is it's downloading the Docker container, getting extracted, and then getting it up with Docker Compose. So we now have it installed. So now I'm going to go over the container options. So I'm going to go up these vertical dots right here, and you can open in the web UI. You can set some tips. So this is like a notepad. So you can come in here and edit this and then press the save button. It'll reload the container and say Glances is okay. You can go back into the tips and you can see it did save. You can also go in the settings. You can change some settings right here. Press the save button. You can also go up here to terminal and logs, and you can get a terminal straight into the Glances container. And then you can look at the logs right here. Great for debugging. And you can export the Docker Compose here. So I'm going to exit out of that. So you can check for updates on the current tag. This doesn't change the tag. And you can uninstall, restart, and power off and on. So now we can go into the Glances UI now. So you can go from here, or you can open it from here. So we're in it, and now you can see your OS. You can see your CPU memory swap, and then you can see your CPU more details, and then memory, and then the load, and then the swap. The network, containers, task, and a disk I/O, file system, sensors, and then you can see if there's any warnings or critical alerts detected. So I just went over step by step on getting Glances running in CasaOS using BigBearCasaOS. So if you like this tutorial, subscribe, comment, like, and support the channel. And if you have any video suggestions or any community support, you can go down to the Big Bear community and join our discourse. There's a link in the YouTube description. So stay tuned for more.